I'm realizing that I can't afford to be single. Hear me out, because I know that sounds crazy. I went to Food Line on my lunch break just to grab, some stuff for the house. And for what I plan to eat for the next 3 days, it cost me like $87. Trying to figure out how. I barely eat. $87. And it's like I could carry everything in my hand outside the case of water. When did food get so high? Like when I got my first apartment, $120 was enough for me, my daughter, and my kid's dad for the month. $120 is what I spent, and we ate full meals every day. I'm so confused. Like, I feel like I need to be in a relationship so this guy can fund all my food.
Wow. I was not expecting that last part.
Being a single mom is so tough sometimes.
I've come to terms with the fact that at this point in my life, I cannot afford friends. I cannot afford brunch every single weekend. I cannot afford concerts every month. I cannot afford 10 birthdays in June. I cannot afford trips to God knows where. I cannot afford it.
Can we be so real for a second? I will never forgive the older generations for destroying the economy so badly.
The single tax decides what I eat. It is the reason that I'm not as healthy as I should be.
So, did I give my number to an 80-year-old today? Yes, I did.
I'm 34 and I'm not where I thought I would be at this point in my life. I'm single, I still rent an apartment, and I might have to move out of that apartment soon because I can't afford to live here anymore. My mental health took a nosedive the past 2 years, and I have not been able to shake it. I don't know why it's so hard for me to just be a normal, functioning human being. But I'm trying to focus on gratitude, like the fact that there are 3 washers and I can do 3 loads at once. Even though my entire adult life, all I've wanted is to have my own washing machine. And I still don't have it. Not sure how the slipper ended up in here. So for now, I'm just doing my best. But I'm so tired of my best not feeling like enough.
I know I had y'all mad as ever in them comments when y'all see me cleaning my son wall with a baby wipe. How about that was all I had? How do y'all know how much money I have? I told y'all I lost my job and I be doing Instacart, but every time I do Instacart, it seemed like the money that I make goes right back into the car, either to gas or me having to put oil in the car or get something fixed on the car. So I don't be having that much money unless my supporters is sending me money. Then I will have a nice little piece of change to be able to go on the market and shop around for cleaning products. And yo, I try to take some of y'all advice. Y'all said get the Scrub Daddy. That thing was pricey. Why would y'all send me in this market to get all these cleaning products and all these prices was way out of my budget? That's why I rather shop at the Dollar Tree, because everything be literally $1.25 and you could get a lot of stuff with $10. What I look like spending $7 for Clorox, girl?
I just want to come on here and be real with y'all for a second. That I know we joke around and kiki on here, but there is a part of the single life where, it's not all glitz and glam and whatever. At times, sometimes, not all the time, this shit is very frustrating. It gets annoying, especially if you think you found someone and it's not your person, and then you have to put yourself back out there, be vulnerable again. It is annoying. It is frustrating. Sometimes you want to break your damn phone. You want to delete the apps. You want to block the numbers. You just don't want to do it, because especially if you've been single for a long time, I'm motherfucking tired. I'm tired. So yes, it comes with the freedoms, but sometimes this shit is Cut to
So I had this on my mind today, just driving to work, and I don't know who might need to hear this like I do. I just think it's just a positive thing. If there's something that could help someone else, that's really what I would want this platform to be about, because the world's hard enough and we just need more positive things. And I just felt led to just talk about this for a little bit. I want you to know that if you are a single person household, to know that you are not alone. This economy is literally, I just never thought that I would experience anything into adulthood like this, but it's awful. I mean, I understand that there's people who make great money, and that's fine. But the majority of people in America are not going to make over six figures. That's the majority of people. And I just feel it's so heavy on my heart today. And I just want you to know, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel like you're just so behind, if you feel like you can't catch up, that you are not the only one. Because I promise you're not. I'm a single household income, and I do okay, and I can get all my things paid, and I can take a trip here and there if I want to, but I do not have a ton of luxuries. I just don't, as a single household income, because I do have a child and I had to pay for him. I mean, I can do things that I want to do, and I'll prioritize that and make that work. But I want you to know, if you're doing it by yourself, that first off, if you're a rock star, I mean, that is just the facts, because it's hard. Everything's expensive. Everything's high. And something really just has to give in this country. And I'm so freaking sick of it, because none of us deserve this. None of us. And I don't know. It's something that grinds my gears. And I just hope that whoever is the next president can just slowly change this, because we can't keep doing this. We cannot keep going forward with how this economy is. I'm on a rant. It is all about mindset, and I'm still grateful from where I'm at. I'm very blessed more than others, but just know that it's okay to feel like it's hard right now, because it is for a lot of people.
I'm learning that the hardest thing about being single is needing two incomes to survive in this economy. Living off one income is impossible. And so with that said, if anybody with two jobs is looking for a partner, let me know.
I've come to terms with the fact that at this point in my life, I cannot afford friends. I cannot afford brunch every single weekend. I cannot afford concerts every month. I cannot afford 10 birthdays in June. I cannot afford trips to God knows where. I cannot afford it. I can't even imagine being a bridesmaid or being in a wedding right now. That would set me back financially to a point of no return. And it's so funny, because sometimes I see these large friend groups, and part of me is like, wow, that is so cool, and that must be really nice. And then reality sets back in and makes me realize, you cannot afford that. And I've seen some people talk about this before, but not enough of how much of a luxury friendship is. It costs a lot of money to maintain and to create new friendships. And I'm in a place where I'm just surviving. The economy is what it is. I don't even know how people are going out. I mean, if I go out one weekend, I have to live like a monk the following weekend. So I really do need to pick my battles wisely these days. And having a lot of friends just is very expensive. And then on top of that, I'm expected to date.
So this is just going to be a little rant about how this country hates single people. You cannot succeed in this country if you're a single person, I swear. So I'm trying to move out of where I live now. I have a terrible living situation, and it's impossible. It's literally impossible for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath house or apartment. Everywhere I have looked near me is starting out at $1,200 to $1,400. How much is it for a 2-bedroom though? Starting out $1,200 to $1,400. So if I had a second person, this would probably be way easier. Not to mention, you cannot even have pets at any of these places. How y'all gonna allow children that will absolutely do damage? But my cats who sleep all day, they can't come? And then Verizon, I need you to count your days. I'm supposed to be paying $85 for unlimited everything. Somehow, though, my bill is always $99. And I just got an email a few days ago telling me that my plan is going to be raised by $4. So I still have a $100 phone payment. So then I was looking to change phone providers because no. But that's pretty much the price anywhere for one line. Now, if I were to sign up and get 4 lines, it would be $100. So I can pay for 1 line, which is $100, or I can get 4 for $100. Make it make sense. What the hell? So they're making it to where you cannot survive this economy by yourself. And I don't like people. So like, I don't want people in my space all the time. I'm living with a nightmare roommate right now, and I am miserable. So I know everybody else has got to be.
Yeah, I believe in life, sometimes you have to take a risk. And that risk was me willing to give him my car keys. And I just met him on TikTok, y'all. He said he was willing to help me out. And I was like, at this point, let me just get the help. And I feel like, low-key, my car payment is due in 4 days, y'all. I have only $2 on my Chase account, y'all. And it's the 15th. My car payment is due on the 19th of every month. And I don't get paid until next week. So it's like, how am I going to even, like, I don't know, y'all. And I don't want to use the GoFundMe money until I get enough to be able to, like, put a chunk of money towards my principal. So I'm just going to leave it up there in my bio. And I just seen some of you guys, oh, she just keeps making dumb decisions after dumb decisions, y'all. I live in Port St. Lucie, Florida. If you know what Port St. Lucie, Florida is, it's like a retirement place where old people come to retire. If I rent my car on Turo, it's most likely not going to get, like, rented out. He lives in Miami, Florida, something like that, y'all. And he was willing to help me out. And I said, okay, Miami's a busy city. He was explaining to me, y'all. He gave me his driver's license and everything. He's honestly like a nice person. At the end of the day, I still don't know him like that. But still, I'm willing to take the risk. You know what I'm saying? He was willing to help me out. He gave me updates about my car and everything, y'all. I'm going to pick up my car in the beginning of April, y'all. But this month, I really cannot afford my car payments at all. Like, I don't have any options left, and my dad is too greedy. He's not going to give me the money. He's not going to give me $1,200 to put towards my car payment, y'all.
There's something that I have been hiding from you guys. I'm on week 9 of being unemployed, and I've been battling anxiety. It's been like on and off. I've been trying to work on it, but like the feelings just keep rising up, and they come because of no job. Like, it's the fear of like, oh, what am I gonna do? You know, unemployment doesn't pay that much. And I'm trying to make money creating content, but sometimes the videos are not popping off and I'm not making as much money. And so then you start to get the anxiety that you're like, is this not for me? Because yes, I could go get a job and go back to corporate America, but I'm very jaded from being an engineer. Like, the way I was treated at my last job was just terrible. Like, I literally was assaulted. I reported it to HR, which I thought was the right thing to do. And then I got laid off. And it's very hard to want to go back to working after that. I really want to make it as a content creator, and so here I am, like, posting my content every day. Yesterday I posted 17 videos. You know, I'm just trying my best out here, and I just came on here. Like, if you're laid off and you're feeling anxiety, you're not alone, because I'm here with you, and I do hope it gets better for the both of us.
This world is so sad, and there's a reason why humans feel so embarrassed and ashamed to be vulnerable, right? Because you can be so strong. People are like, oh, be honest, be real. But the moment that you show vulnerability, the moment you show that you need help, you're being mocked, you're being criticized and judged. And it's like, you have ignorant people who will literally laugh at your pain, and that's why it's so hard for us to want to be expressive. Like, earlier I literally posted something because, you know, I'm going through a lot, and I live in a very abusive household, and I got kicked out, and I'm homeless, and I got my money taken from me because, again, like, these people are controlling me, you know what I mean? And so I decided to ask for help, and somebody comments, and they're like, oh, well, you make such good advice, so you should take your advice. It's not about taking my advice, but it's like, if I know that there are good people out there, and I know that, like, hey, this is a way that I can get help right now, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have that courage and that confidence to go out there and ask for help. Because believe it or not, there are good people out there that will be willing to help, you know what I mean? And so then this dude proceeds to DM me, go in my messages, and keep laughing at me. And it's just like, it's so sad to see that there are really ugly spirits out there who literally rather laugh at somebody's pain rather than either help or just keep going about your day. Because it's okay if you can't help. It's okay if you can't contribute to somebody else. I get it. Like, you don't know me, I don't know you. It's okay. But to sit there and laugh, you don't know what people are going through. You don't know, it could be somebody's last straw. You don't know, somebody could be feeling so like suicidal, and that one message, that one thing that you said could just make them end their life. You really never know. And that really upset me, because it's just like, damn, like, it's so unfortunate to see that not everybody could be as loving, not everybody could be as kind and helpful in this world. And it's like, it would be nice to see that a lot more, rather than seeing us, you know, mock and mimic each other when we're struggling.
I feel like nobody's talking about this, so I am going to. Why is this that being single is actually so expensive? I have signed up for every hobby you could think of. I have gone on yoga retreats. I have signed up for surfing. I have signed up for pottery, hot yoga, hot Pilates, sitting at coffee shops. I physically have been trying to pour into my cup and fill up my free time, but I didn't know how expensive that this was going to be. And I physically and financially can just not anymore. I don't know what else to do. I can't believe that this is what life has come to.
It's a shame that I have to consider getting a second job just to make ends meet, and that's not how it's supposed to be. Your main job is supposed to suffice for taking care of yourself. And even in my main job, I'm making over $20 an hour, but I'm still barely making ends meet. So I had to consider getting a second job just to make ends meet, and that's not how life is supposed to be. I really despise people that voted for Trump. And really, prices were still expensive under Biden, but they had a plan. But Trump, I didn't vote for him, but he's doing everything but lower prices, right? Like, he's not doing anything to really help the economy in a way for us that are suffering to make ends meet. He's not helping in that way. The only thing he's doing is making things worse. And life is not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be able to make ends meet, but in this economy, it's almost impossible without a second job or a second income, and that sucks.
Y'all, we tired of going out. We cook, we clean, we shut the fuck up.
Every time, please.
Please save us.